Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at my Endwar 2018 blaster. So when I say my Endwar 2018 blaster, I mean a blaster I built at Endwar 2018. And I didn't build it at the event, but I gathered every single part, except a few, from Endwar 2018. I felt there were a lot of great parts at Endwar this year, and I wanted to get a lot of them, so I decided to splurge and bring a bunch of cash and use it to build one of the coolest blasters I have and one of the cleanest, paint job wise. So yeah, that's what I went with. So to start going over things that are on this blaster, it's obviously a stryfe, and then there's a Devilsznerfworks ACR Messiah kit on it. It features a really nice front end that's super comfortable and looks amazing, with a front barrel that's made out of aluminum, full top rail, and a Picatinny rail. The rail is Picatinny. It also features a sliding stock which can come off for maintenance and everything. And it has a nice felt butt pad at the end, so it's super comfy. And it's very long. Go out to there, or it can go into here. And yes, there's some 3D printing sliding noise, but it's super comfy. The only thing I didn't install right is this should be actually flush with this piece right here, but I'm too lazy to fix it right now. And then that attaches to any buffer tube as long as it has this sling point, because that's what this top piece slides into, or you can just glue it from what I've told. But yeah, it's probably one of the best strike kits there are, and I also bought some extra stuff for it to make it a little better. I also have his left side viewing tray / motor cover, and his right side, and then I also got his battery tray. And all of these parts have windows in them and little ledges where you can place acrylic or polycarb, and then the actual battery door has your voltmeter on the back as well. So inside here, they are not polycarb, these are acrylic, and they were made by Greehas Gear at the event. He ran out of actual motor covers, but he still had the acrylics, so I bought a pair of those and cut them to fit in here, and they look really good. And then other stuff that I got there are some worker side rails to add paint white and add to the sides. I got this Hooligan stryfe cap there. And then on the inside, it's running an Omron switch that I got from Endwar. It's running the 2018 Endwar wheels, 2018 Endwar Fang revamped motors, and inside's running a Hooligan riot cage that I bought at Endwar. Also not purchased at the event, but I purchased it elsewhere and added it in here, is a Devilsznerfworks strike pusher. So what this does is, if your magazine is right here, the front will allow this part, it can push Steffens into your flywheels, so it'll sit about right here, and it can push Steffens in, and then when full length mag goes in and a dart's right here, this part will flap up and then push. That's a pretty cool part. I've had some people ask about how sturdy it is, but it's 100% infill and it's not breaking. So, I mean, it'll definitely last for just pushing foam darts into a flywheel cage. So it's a pretty nice part, and they're pretty cheap. I'd go check out his site. I'll link his site and Etsy down in the description below. Also, who I have to link is, I'll link Foamblast for the motors. I'll link pretty much everybody who's added parts into this, like Containtment Crew and, you know, Devilsznerfworks. Also, I'll add Biggsnz to the description again, because he supplied me with the only other parts that weren't included in this build. These beautiful blue resin casted parts, and I thank him greatly for those because they look amazing. We're going to try to get a color match, but it was hard to do our pictures, so we just decided to go with a color that was a mix between white and blue, and I think they look really nice on this blaster. So that's pretty much it for the externals. You might be able to see little paint scratches here. After Endwar, I literally went home and before I started Interfectorum, sanded and painted this stryfe in a few hours and got the paint matched to the kit, and it sat in a box for a while and it's moved around and stuff, so it got a little scratched up, but not more than it's going to be when I war with it, so I'm not that worried about it. But after all that, let's go do a firing demo and then we'll do a final conclusion.
Alright, so this is going to be the firing segment of the Masada ACR kit. I'm going to start with a full length mag and then try to do half lengths. Again, if I didn't already say this, the pusher is a little too far forward for my artifact mag, so we're just going to try to see how it goes. But here's some full length elites. They're just normal elite darts, so I was too lazy to open a pack of AccuFakes. That's it. Of course, elites are very inaccurate, but that's getting very good ranges. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to try it with this mag and see how it goes. This should fire them, but we'll see. I just want to show you this. Looks very nice. See, what I have to do is keep pulling the trigger multiple times to get them to shoot because the darts are too far backwards, so I have to like make sure the pusher goes the whole way back. It's pretty weird, but they are firing, and they're firing pretty well. So they're reaching the shed, so that's a pretty good distance. That's what I like to have most of my blasters hit, and this hits that very well. And this fits a 0.95 2S very well. I could probably fit a little bit of a bigger one, but I didn't want to cut the battery tray, so this is good enough. There's your lovely voltmeter, and yeah, it looks pretty good.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this blaster. It's one of my cleanest paint jobs that I've done. I'm not the best painter. If anybody knows me, I mess up a lot. And I'm just glad this one turned out so well because it does look very nice and the colors are super nice. You know, they just look really good. So I'm actually surprised I got this to look as good as it did, especially this side. This side looks very, very nice. The only things I need to fix on it are I need to do something with the pusher because I use artifact half mags and they do not work with the Devilsznerfworks pusher that well because the mag part of the Stefan magazine is a little too far back, so it pushes like this pretty much and it doesn't feed sometimes. So I either need to make a custom mag or just buy some mags, some different mags, so we'll figure it out eventually. But yes, technically it does work. You can see it in there along with my riot cage and XTCC connector so I can switch cages. But yeah, I mean, other than that, this needs to be re-glued. This is getting a little loose already, so I need to re-glue this down with something other than super glue. So I will figure that out. And yeah, I mean, for a quick build after 2018, Endwar 2018, I don't know why it took so long, but I was waiting for a few other parts to come in. I had to wait for the sling point because Devils didn't have that. But other than that, that is going to be all on this blaster. If you guys like this blaster and like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a great day.